Good afternoon. I'm leaving Kensington now. Oh, and already yawning. That's not good. Stopped at a traffic light here on Aramingo Avenue. Applebee's is to my left. That gives you some idea where I am for those of you who are familiar with the area. I don't usually come here on Fridays, but it's sort of obvious that I had heavenly intervention or direction. It started on, where are we now? Friday, Wednesday night, when I got a word that, Stacy, you're going to like this story if you can stick with me here. Stacy, oh my goodness. Stacy, stick with me if you possibly can. You gave me a Bible to give to Dana. No, it was the book. What was the book? God Calling? Wow. Okay. You gave me the, yes. Okay, you gave, am I correct? You gave me the book called God Calling to give to a certain someone under the bridges who I felt would like it. That person was Dana. I think you know we lost Dana 6 months ago today. Normally I don't come up here on Fridays, but I was given a whole bunch of pizza. So I came up and I wanted to organize song sheets, as I always do song sheets, and I didn't have time to make up new ones, fresh songs. So I looked for two that I hadn't printed out in a while, and they were both directly referencing Dana and her, you can't remember, I'm driving so I can't show you right there. That's a clip that I put in, her handwriting in a letter that I received from her 3 days after she died, stating that she's walking with Jesus again, attending church, and so forth. Two totally separate songs. I picked them up, both referenced her. The other one was a simple memorial statement. So the fact that she did that, the fact that, Stacy, you have come online I haven't seen you in a while, and you gave me that book. If ever there was an angel on this earth, and I never used to think in these terms, but if ever there was an angel while they were on this earth, Dana Marie was one of those people. And she is very much alive, whatever the right word is, once you've become, once your home address is heaven. However that works, her presence is very much with us. And as I was out on the street just now, talking to folks, some people didn't know her at all, but other people did, and the reaction is the same way. Same, I can't believe Dana is gone. And keep in mind, these people deal with death all the time. I was actually able to have lunch with one of her elementary, middle school, high school classmates. Although I think they were 1 year apart, but I was able to have lunch with her and we were talking about Dana. There's actually two young women out here on these streets that, oops, hold on. Almost got in the wrong lane. There's two women out here on these streets that were in elementary, middle, and high school with Dana. And for the first time ever, on this 6-month anniversary, these two young ladies actually realized that they were in school together. They've known each other, by face recognition, and that's about it, until we were all together within the past hour, talking about our love of Dana. And so this has been such a remarkable day. So I handed out these song sheets, and I do still have some left. I was a little bit cramped for time today, but I'm going to make these available, of course. Her passing, sad to say, is all because of the way Medicaid handles this situation. too much to go into here, but she was definitely a deeply committed Christian, and her faith took a beating while she was out here, but God never left her. And in her final days, she reconnected with her faith and had every intention of going to a rehab the following morning. But she had to do her drugs. And because Emerald City no longer existed, and Stacy, I know you've been there. You've been in those bridge communities. The people are not allowed to be there anymore. So she found the room in a house, did her medicine behind closed doors, and they found her the next morning. And it was too late. All because Medicaid cannot treat these wonderful people as medical patients. So that's been remarkable. This day, Dana is, however it is that people can be an influence on this earth from the afterlife. I never used to think in these terms, but with Dana it's beyond obvious. And not in any kind of spooky way, but in a 100% blessing kind of way. Incredible. And tomorrow, I'll be back up here, arriving in the afternoon, and then our church is doing something with with a church that's visiting, going out with the Hope Mobile. Stacy, I don't know that you've... I don't know, did you see the Hope Mobile? I'm not sure if it was up and running when you were still here or not. It may have come just after you left. Yes, she is, her impact, just before hopping in the car here, I was talking to two older women who are out on the street, and they said, yes, we knew Dana, we loved Dana. So they were happy to get a sheet. Yeah, you've seen it on Facebook. Yeah, they're doing a good job of sharing what's going on there on Facebook. So it's been really remarkable. Where are you these days? I should know this. But right now I don't recall. Also, I did put a post on my Facebook page with the song sheets that I've handed out, so you can get an up-close look at that. Really remarkable. It's almost leaving me speechless. Wow. I'm on Vine Street working on getting onto I-76, and it is severely backed up both directions. Things are still ticking along here. I walked into the Kensington storefront. For people who don't know, it's not actually a store. I mean, at one time it would have been. Right there at the intersection of Kensington and Somerset. And they were doing foot washings and foot manicures. Fort Wayne, Indiana. All right. Which I think is North Indiana, I think. Work at a great non-profit community. Oh, very good. Grad school. All right. Sounds like you're doing fantastic. That's wonderful. I'm really happy to hear that. That's the unfortunate thing about Urban Hope and its interns. Eventually we have to say goodbye, but it's not goodbye. It's okay, I won't see you for a while. But it's not goodbye. I'm not aware of a single intern that they were happy to see leave. Which in theory could happen. There's always a no, you're not supposed to leave. I remember years and years and years ago, a music ministry intern at a church that I worked at in Ohio. The guy very small in stature, but his personality was like Goliath. And if things were not done his way, nothing happened. And that was even with the director of the music program. And I heard a behind-the-scenes comment that when this guy arrived, the entire music program shut down because you couldn't get anything done. It's like, well, why don't you just let him go? And they were contractually bound to the guy for 6 months or something. All right. Condensing here, getting on to 76. It's a good idea to concentrate a little bit. There we go. Yeah, lots of good things are happening. All right, well, I am now on 76, so I really should concentrate on, survival. Awesome connecting with you, Stacy. That there again. That's Dana. That's Dana, because you gave her that book, and even months later, she said that she still had it. So that's very cool. So thank you for being a part of this miracle, and Dana, thank you for doing what you're doing. Thank God. Incredible. So I'm going to hang up from here and concentrate on I-76. So thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you later. Great talking to you, Stephanie. Or, wait, Stacy. There we go. See that? I can't concentrate on names and driving at the same time, Stacy. See ya.